We are live. Well, was an eventful evening. Evening, folks. It's your boy Rickzilla here. And now we're live. Honestly, I have nothing to say right now, but in case you're living under a rock, in case you've been living under a rock, Geno Samuel just put out his newest installment of the long-running Christian comprehensive history. And I'm going to do a live reaction, so you don't have to. Anyway, Christian has been, well, let's just say, active, if possible, if you could say, when he held a live stream where it's just him bitching and crying as usual. But it is what it is. And I'm not expecting much from the Quickie or even Christian, but hopefully one of these days I'm going to do a live stream where I react to Christian's recent escapade and compare it to Shani. Maybe on Streamlabs. Possibly on Streamlabs. Most definitely on Streamlabs. But right now is going to be the live reaction to the comprehensive history of Christian, which I'm surprised no one's ever made the comparisons to Christian and Von Helton, except for Secular Opinion. But to each his own. Let's get started. Part 43. And I don't know. We all know Chris has been kicked out of many Sonic groups, but this is nothing new. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry if you didn't see that. Sorry. I forgot to. Let's start over. 43. Geno Samuel, you don't really have to shout out the whole shit. Just read it. You don't have to exclaim it. We all know what. Months ago. Did he just make a death threat to Sega? And now Chris goes by Christine at this point. Rev is a female soul trapped in a born male's body, too. I would consider Rev as a lesbian trans woman. I think Secular Opinion did a reaction to that video where he had his sperm in the freezer. Geno Samuel, are you gonna redo the intro with instead of saying what made him this way, would you say what made her this way? Kind of sounds like Shani when she was complaining about Jason not being her boyfriend at the time. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically. Well, that's the thing with big corporations. They don't accept suggestions from fans. So what Chris did was pointless. And really? Over fucking Blue Arms? Really, Chris? I didn't see Chris get this upset over the Sonic movie when maybe in the first, when the first teaser trailer came out, yeah, he got pissed about the Sonic movie, and fans were concerned whether or not he's gonna do another Blue Arm stunt. But when they redesigned Sonic in the second trailer, he was, I guess you could say, opened to the design because it looked better. I guess he was open-minded about the second design and the movie when it released and said that he liked it. Now he's issuing that as canon in his mythos. You know, Rev should take note. Rev should definitely take note on how to conceal his baby carrot. You know what I mean? He could just get like a strap on and remove the dildo and place it underneath in his pants so that we won't know that he has a baby carrot. Am I suggesting that Rev should get a sex change and call himself and refer to himself as female pronouns? I think someone should tell Rev that he needs to start going by female pronouns now. Get out of here for reals. Get out of here. For reals? Shane thinks the same thing. possibly on MS Paint, or he used. Again, Chris would end up blaming his autism for. I mean, I'm sorry. Christine would end up blaming her autism for all the fuck up she has done in the past. Wait, what? He was wearing fake breasts? He was wearing the plush breasts? Oh, yes, finally. You know, I've been waiting for a month for this. I've been waiting an entire month for this moment. Of course. Didn't he just say that to Michael Snyder when he was demanding him to unbanned from the game place? Sorry. And yeah, he got arrested for that. Look at that face, folks. If anyone sees this, that's going to be a screensaver. Sorry. I gotta screenshot this shit. I'm sorry, I had to screenshot it. How is it possible that people would get interested in wanting to know about Chris Chan's arrest? Then again, it's Chris Chan, so what do I expect? Everybody talks about him. I mean, a lot of people have known who Chris Chan was. A lot of people know who Chris Chan is. Well, not some who were in Shandy's circle, but you'll get the idea soon once you figure it out yourselves. Chris Chan is basically the originator of the Karens. You know what I mean? Entitled, she-male, who thinks the world should revolve around them. Oh, of course. It's Sega's fault that Chris got arrested. Of course. It's everyone's fault that Chris is in trouble, except his own. refrigerator. Why would you? This goes with my concern about why a lolcow would need a mini fridge in their room. I don't know if Chris Chan was looking to install a mini fridge in his room, but maybe Barb wanted the mini fridge. Yeah. And yeah, the paranoia, as I've stated in my first Hamby's Chronicles video, while reading the Quickie article on Chris and egotism, I compared the whole concept of the paranoia. That's between Chris and Shani. I mean, Shani has been known to be extremely paranoid of the internet because when she sees people talking about her, she will get paranoid. Or when people are like people who have talked about her in the past, she will demand Jason not to view them or acknowledge them because to her, they've wronged her. You know what I mean? I want to believe that Rev would do the same thing that Chris did, where he would end up macing some store owner because they told him that he and his wife have been banned because of their stupidity. Yes, it's everyone's fault that Chris got arrested. It's Sega's fault that Chris got arrested because they didn't change Sonic's arm color back to its flesh tone color. It's this sense of entitlement. I fucking hate this sense of entitlement. Newsflash, Chris. The world doesn't revolve around you. And it never fucking will. I don't care if Chris thinks he's a goddess or whatnot. The world doesn't work the way he wants it to work. Same goes for Shani, too. The world doesn't work the way you want it to work. So stop trying. Shani would say, yes, this person made the first attack on me provoked me to defend myself, and I was minding my own business, not looking for trouble. He is similar to a potential rapist in a dark alley, and we can sue them. Well, that's because you're not the only one who complained about the charge. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people complained about the surcharge of $5 for soda machine. I mean, do you know how much the fucking soda machines at the convention centers are charging for just a bottle of Gatorade? That's fucking insane. Yeah, Chris is not making himself look any more, what's the word? Innocent. Goes to show that the protest against Sonic Boom also caused him to be kicked out of the Sonic fandom, that Sonic fan groups, the Facebook groups where I was, the ones I was a part of. Yeah, Chris was kicked out of those types of groups because of that. And a No, it's because he's weak, very weak. Oh my God, what an idiot. And I'm going to do a quickie reading on Chris and Law very soon. I mean, I know Rogue the Internet Man covered that in one of his in a previous video, but I want to conduct my shit on there too. I want a part in reading the Chris, the article. Oh my God. Yeah. This type of behavior is gonna segue into future to the recent events regarding people enabling Chris's stupid behavior. Not looking good, Chris. Sounds like Shani. Sounds like. Well, the whole this part. I wish people would positively like me, yet I am unable to change their minds. And if I have to defend myself to get any respect as an individual person, then then it is their fault for frightening me into a defensive stance. Sounds like something Rev would say. Sounds like something Rev would say in regards to Shani. I mean, Rev would say, I wish people would positively like Shani, but I'm unable to change their minds. If we have to defend ourselves as individual persons, then it is their fault for frightening us in that defensive stance. Shani is a sad, lonely, worrying individual herself. But you don't see her posting shit like that, do you? Oh, wait, yeah, you do. Sorry. Offended me. This sounds like something Shani would say. Yeah, that sounds like Shani. I mean, honestly, anything Chris has said, Shani says right now. You know what I mean? She thinks that Shani believes that anyone who talks about her is verbally attacking her and are taking advantage of her mentally scarred, damaged, and are taking advantage of her because she's a mentally scarred, damaged, and flawed individual who just wants a peaceful, personal peace of mind. That sounds like Christian. I mean, that sounds like Shani for Christ, if you think about it. I mean, Wouldn't you be surprised if Shanny said something like that? Or wouldn't you be fucking surprised if Rev said something like that? You all keep stressing us out, causing pleasant days to go bad for us, especially most of every last eighth troll in this world. All of you are nothing but immature, boorish, uncouth. All of you are nothing but immature, boorish, uncouth, and damn Neanderthals. It is no wonder why all of you. It is no wonder why the Christians detest you. Why women? It is no. Are nothing. All of you men are all men are nothing but immature, boorish, uncouth, and damn Neanderthals. It is no wonder why the feminists hate you, and why I'm most disgusted and ashamed of being forced, and why my husband. I can imagine Shanny saying something like that. Of course, because it's an attack on his person. Like everything is an attack on Chris's persons. No wonder Chris is being considered a laughing stock. It's because he does stupid shit like this. And then he blames everyone else for his misfortune. Same thing with Shanny. Shanny, for Christ, does the same thing too. She blames everyone for her misfortune. I know this is just a little slight here, but honestly, I don't understand why these people are allowed on the internet, knowing that their mental health is fragile. Let alone, why do they continue to go after people just because they're mentally unstable? It's mind-boggling to say. I don't feel sorry for Shanny. I despise her. Well, Chris, I can feel a sense of sympathy for him, but to a certain extent, to the point where I just ignore him. I don't interact with Chris. I don't associate myself with Chris. I don't even defend Chris. And you guys should do the same thing for Shanny. You shouldn't interact with her. You shouldn't involve yourselves with her. You shouldn't even acknowledge her. The only thing you need to do is ignore her, block her, and act like she never existed. Yeah. Do not comment or respond. I am very serious. I really wish people would positively like me. I cannot make people like me, and if they dislike me for their own individual reasons beyond my own comprehension, I cannot change their minds. But to my utmost dismay and sadness, should I be threatened or be made to feel threatened, I will defend myself to force some respect from them. That sounds like something Rev would say. You know what I mean? That sounds exactly like what Rev would say. All I would ever want is a good day and some peace of mind, a piece of my own mind. I do not intend, nor have ever intended, unprovoked, to offend anyone. And if my good day is turned bad because of me feeling threatened by anyone, and then I feel those individuals immediately deserve to have a bad day themselves and continue living on from there, then it's their fault for pushing me into the defensive position in the first place. Yeah, that sounds like something Rev would say. I think I would imagine Rev saying something like this to defend Shani. It really does make us feel sad and most disappointed of other people when they give us much grief to the point that we have to be put in the position to force people to respect us. And I have been growing more paranoid of other people since November of 2007 with the damn bad people over the internet, as well as those I have had the displeasure to have encountered in person who have shown me nothing but a difficult time and even more grief. Also, I sincerely believe nothing would ever be gained from killing anyone, including myself. All that does is force one or the other into their next realm of life. Nobody really learns or really benefits anything from the deaths of any person. Well, except for Shani. This is why I would never own or want to own a real gun. Rev, this is the guy you need to look up to. Christine Weston Chandler's who you should idolize. Because I want you to say, Rev, it's obvious that you are basically a female soul trapped in a man's body. So it's time that you go by female pronouns as of this point. Revelation News needs to go by female pronouns now, because that's basically his only outing, is if he goes by female pronouns. This sounds like something you would expect from Joker. That's the thing. And that is the thing with people, is that all it takes for one person to go over the edge into a pathway into the path of insanity is just one bad day. All it takes is one bad day, and for a person to go over the edge into the abyss of insanity. Shani has stated continuously that she just wants to be left alone in peace. No, it just caused harm to Chris because Chris is a retard. Because Chris is actually a retard. I really hate using that word. I mean, I really hate using the word retard, but it is what it is. I mean, it's basically a derogatory term to describe mentally handicapped. And Chris is mentally handicapped. I could say that, but he's just a moron, an imbecile. The Christian, he is basically the dumbest motherfucker that has ever lived. That's all I can say about Chris is that he is the dumbest motherfucker ever lived. Next to Donald Trump and almost every lolcow on Kiwi Farms. I wanted to believe that Rev would insinuate that his assault on the police officer was an act of self-defense because he didn't want the cops taking Shanny again. So does that make Rev Christian and she Barb? Well, Snorlax Barb, not Skeletor Barb. I would believe that Shandy is unstable and potentially dangerous. Christine felt that if the judge read her Facebook posts, he would agree that it was a clear-cut case of self-defense, though the person she was messaging disagreed. It was around this time that Chris sent an envelope. Okay, that's a federal offense. If you think about it, sending a tampered package to a corporation is considered a federal offense. A glitter bomb, really? How? And that's the thing about Chris is that the internet has destroyed any chance of him having a normal life. That's what Noel said, is that the internet destroyed any chance of Chris having a normal life. And I could say the same thing about Shani. I mean, if it weren't for the internet, Shani would have gotten better, but the fact that she allowed herself to be immersed in the whole internet culture has basically made her a target for people to I don't know, LARP on her. I don't know. But that's either here or there. But she was already fucked up before the internet, before she discovered the internet. Von Helton, on the other hand, is someone so similar to Chris Chan. And Secular Opinion could testify to that Von Helton and Chris Chan are similar in so many ways. I mean, I could say that the internet has destroyed Von Helton's chances of having a normal life and having his kids back. But that's either here or there. And his mind is a blank, too. And of course, he would talk about, of course, a documentary about within a documentary. Isn't this peachy? A documentary within a documentary. Now that is something. I started, to be honest, in 2016, I didn't know who Chris Chan was, but when I saw Shachimo's documentary on Chris, I was blown away about how much of an impact Chris had on the internet. And it still has this impact, even though it's minuscule. And also, I think Sashimo's documentary on Chris Chan also inspired Geno Samuel to make the comprehensive history on him. I want to believe that. I mean, everybody's made a documentary on Chris Chan at this point. And everybody has something to say about him. And hell, I even might give a brief synopsis on Chris Chan's life. From the sagas to the shit that that's still going on to this day. But I'll do that when I get a drawing tablet, maybe for Christmas. Oh, speaking of court cases, Shanny has a court case coming this weekend. So that's something to look forward to. I know that didn't come out right, but I just wanted to let you guys know that Shanny has a court case coming up soon. I had a screenshot that. Honestly, who's there to say? I'll be right back. I'm going to pause for a bit. Who's there to say that Chris will end up? What's he talking about again? Yeah, Chris. I mean, Trump is an idiot. I would like to know Trump's medical advisor if he has been diagnosed with some sort of mental disability, like his son Barron. Okay? Yeah, I'm implying. No, what I'm saying is that what I'm saying is this: is that the thing about certain disabilities is that sometimes they can be genetic. Oh, that's what I'm implying. Is that some disabilities can be considered genetic. Yeah, but oh, that too. Maybe it is. Maybe it is genetic. But who knows? Maybe they haven't undiagnosed yet, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, maybe they can diagnose but not admitting to it.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Those two proposals are absolutely stupid. Stupid. Just like your dad. You know, it's like that.
have to have an IQ to understand that song, Mom. Did that just destroy his credibility? Well, maybe it got him more. Maybe it got him more because that's basically a song, a beat song. That's basically a song people are favor. Because that's basically a song that people understand because it's basically a meme song. And it goes to show you that, yeah, that's basically it. Jamming to that song goes to show that he has a good sense of humor because he has an understanding of meme culture. And that's good. Leave it on. And that's good. That's good for someone like you don't really need to, even though you still have your points, but you can, that's the thing with Biden is that he can connect with the people. That they have a good sense of humor and understanding. That's why the credibility, that's why. All right. Good night, Mom. Love you too. Always confirmed, forever and always. You too, Mom. Dogs tomorrow. All right. But I believe the fact that Biden did that goes to show that he has to. I like it. Joe Biden. Well, that's funny. Is that? Oh, speaking of Joe Biden, there was a video that Gibby, a popular YouTuber, Christian YouTuber. Sorry. Speaking of Joe Biden, I'm sure any fans of Gibby, the YouTuber who does videos on Christian, he talked about his encounter with Joe Biden, where he went to go take a selfie, and Joe Biden accidentally pressed the recording button. I mean, at least he admitted his mistakes. First, that's the thing with Biden is that he is self-aware, where Trump isn't self-aware. Neither of his kids. If Chris had continued, I mean, honestly, this would have been his revenue, his outing, his outlet is if he would make medallions and sell them for a decent price rather than feeding into her delusions. I mean, Chris could have had a steady income doing this shit, but the fact that maybe he should have gotten someone to like help him with money orders and getting the shipments out on time rather than being a lazy. But we all know Chris is fucking lazy. He could have had the potential of being successful in manufacturing, in custom-made art, custom-made medallions. But he'd just rather sit on his fat ass and bitch about how poor his life was, how bad his life is, how hard his life is. Now he'll think, now he's going to think that Leonard Nimoy is now residing in C-197. I'm pretty sure he's going to say the same thing about Chadwick Boseman. Shitty. Yeah, Chris. About that. Maybe you should invest in a 3D printer. But instead, he'd rather use that money for toys. You know, a 3D printer would have done wonders for you. A 3D printer would do wonders for making custom-made medallions rather than the crappy Crayola model magic. Hell, a metallurgy kit or a metallurgy set could do wonders for creating like a stencil or like a imprint of a mold of the medallion that you can use to create like an actual metal medallion rather than Crayola model magic. You could make a lot of money off of that. Or ask, maybe if you start people and start opening up, maybe you could, I don't know, address your business venture to people who actually know how to make medallions rather than relying on yourself. You could sell a lot more. Yeah, this is basically similar. This is basically similar to when This is basically similar to Shani and Rev going on Cameo and paying celebrities to give him a shout out. You know what? I think Chris Chan should start going on Cameo and start using whatever donation money she can muster to get shout outs from celebrities too. Just suggesting. I had to screen share. Oh yeah, I saw that. I shared that shit. And speaking of which, I'm gonna change the thumbnail from the Shanny Chris thingy to just Chris. Here. Let's hope that works. There you go. I hate it. We are in the dark ages of Christian now. And thus, in the chapter, now we will be going into the recent shit on Christian. As a result, the 2016 election, and the constant death threats towards Donald Trump, as well as the first, in the beginning, sequences of Christian's downward descent into madness, and the first of many signs of Christian's belief in the dimensional merge. Hopefully soon, we'll cover that shit, hopefully in the near future, as Christian's life spirals out of control continuously to the point beyond, we will be finally reaching the point of no return, and Christian would finally be lost to us. Well, her sanity would be lost to us. Again, I could say the same thing about Shanny for Christ and Von Helton. They had this childlike mentality where not because they don't want to grow up, but because it's impossible for them to grow up. And who's gonna find out what will happen to Chris after Barb dies? Odds are I can believe that Chris would probably be too unstable to function in society, too insane to stand trial. So it'll be possible that he'll probably end up like Ed Gein. Either he'll probably end up like Ed Gein, or he'll die off. But that's not up to me to believe. Anyway, if you come across this stream once it's uploaded onto my channel, I hope you leave a comment or like it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I already have also support my StreamYard and PayPal. Links are in the description below. And I'll talk to you guys next time. And also be sure to look forward to the next installment, the 4th installment of the Handbeast Chronicles. Once I email Drag to see if he can send me a link to the videos, the parent videos, the Shanny parent videos, I will do the next Handbeast Chronicles installment on that. But for now, I'll see you guys next time. Peace and